Hey guys, welcome back. This is my January 2021 favorites. I'm gonna do my favorites videos a tiny bit differently this year, just probably a little bit more informally, because one of my kind of goals for this year is to not only not accumulate as much stuff, but to remove some of the stuff that I do already have, or at least use it up. So hopefully there will be a lot less kind of new products in these videos. You'll know if I'm achieving my goals by what the favorites are in these videos. I'm not going to say there's going to be no new products because I know myself too well, but that's my goal, is to more kind of give you a kind of more general overview of what my favorites are for the month. So that being said, let's crack into it. So my first favorite in January was some advice that I got from Veronica Creates on Instagram. I will leave her link down below in the description box. She showed an amazing tour of her crafty space, which is very, very small, and I was just totally inspired by how to really get serious about using up this enormous stash that I have. It feels incredibly overwhelming to think about using it or purging it. It just is an overwhelming task. It was one of my goals last year and I achieved very little of it. I want to get a lot more serious about it this year, and she gave me some advice about how to do that. And one of the things that really resonated with me was the sort of the lose it or use it strategy. So when sort of going through my stash, I tend to do a kind of a yes, no, and a maybe pile, and the reality is that anything in a maybe pile ends up just going back into the yes pile. It's not a great strategy. So the yes, no, or the you have to use it right now strategy is working way better for me. On that note, what I did was went through my 6x6 paper stash, and I did exactly that. So I had a pad from Pebbles that were all of these card bases. I had it for maybe 10 years, maybe, and I decided I was either gonna lose it or use it. So I decided to use it. I sat down on a Friday night and I made a bunch of cards. And these cards all used well, a few different things, but some 6x6 papers from Rosie Studios, a couple of different packs of die cuts. I've used some tiny word stickers from Tim Holtz. I've used a bunch of enamel dots, and so I made 18 cards. I'm going to do a little Happy Mail giveaway over on Instagram, hopefully later this week. But I used my card base pad. I used a 6x6 pad of paper. I used 2 packs of die cuts and 3 half-used packs of enamel dots. So I'm calling it a win. Definitely my favorite advice from January. So a huge favorite from January was finishing my Project Life album. I have posted a flip through already on my channel. I'll link it up here if you haven't seen it already. At the start of a new year, these projects always seem like reasonably overwhelming, and by the end of it, it just feels like such a huge achievement. This is my 8th album. I'm just as in love with this project now as I was when I first started it. So finishing this was just super, super awesome to get done and on the shelf. And in saying that, one of my favorite products in January were these everyday moment cards from scrapbook.com. I posted the last couple of weeks in my 2020 album. We're using a couple of these different card sets, and they are awesome. They're super high quality. They're lovely thick card. I think there's 42 or 46, I can't quite remember. I will leave the links down below. 42 or 46 cards in each set. The cards are double-sided. There is only one like one copy of each pattern, so there's no double ups in here. But they are a great set, and now that I'm no longer receiving a monthly Life Crafted kit from Citrus Twist, one of the things that I was missing is having some sort of new cards to use in Project Life. So these were a great addition to the stash. I've got 2 different sets, and I probably, if I'm gonna get any more, they'll definitely be on my list because they are super fun and bright and colorful, and just, yeah, a nice addition to kind of a stash kit as well. Now, a new favorite YouTube channel, well, new to me anyway, this month has been Leilani Scraps YouTube channel. Head on over and give her some love. She has got some fantastic and quick process videos. It's my favorite kind. She does Project Life, yay, and all sorts of other goodies. I was super inspired by her childhood Life Crafted albums. That's definitely a huge inspiration for one of the projects that I'm working on in February, and so do head over. Again, I will leave all the links down below in the description box. She is a fantastic crafty lady to follow. Now, another favorite in January, all conglomerated into this layout, was Bridgerton. I highly enjoyed Bridgerton on Netflix. I'll be honest and say that I found the kind of storyline a little bit, I don't even know what the word is. It wasn't like groundbreaking in any way, but the production is just totally exquisite. The costuming and the sets and are just amazing. The whole series is just so beautifully produced. I'm totally obsessed with it. So obsessed that I made this layout in my Life Crafted album. And I'll be honest, I was going through like a bit of a funk. Like nothing I was making was really that great. I wasn't in love with anything. In fact, one spread that I made was just so bad. I ended up trashing it. I didn't even want to look at it. Normally I'm like, nah, okay, I'll live with it. But I didn't want to live with that. I trashed it. I started again. And so I was starting to have that like panic, like, oh, I can't make anything good anymore. And then I just sort of relaxed, let that go, and let Bridgerton inspire the layout, and it turned out to be one of my favorite projects of the month. So definitely a new thing for me, kind of documenting things I've been watching. I do reading notebook, but this is a new thing, and I think I'm going to try and carry it on and maybe do at least one a month, I think. So this was definitely a favorite project. So another project that I've been working on in January and really enjoying has been working in this traveler's notebook. I'm using some older photos. So when I say older, I mean they're kind of from the last couple of months of 2020. They're just a few more photos that I want to get done before I carry on with sort of 2021. This is a notebook that I've made myself. So some of the pages are blank. Some of them have pattern paper, and some of them are layouts in here that I have shared with you. But the difference with this notebook is I really am trying to challenge myself to work as flat as possible. So very little dimension in this notebook at all. And I'm really enjoying the challenge of it, to be honest. It's kind of like going back to basics. This was a process video. I used only stamps and paper, which kind of brings me to another favorite for this month, was my Mega Heart Eyes stamp set from Kelly Stamps. I've used it a couple of times in this notebook. It's always sitting on my desk. It is so cute. There's some really cute stamps in there. I'm also super like obsessed with this font. It's, you know, it's a great stamp set. And my notebook has been just filled with using up stash things and keeping things totally flat. Just photos, pattern paper and stickers. Same here, pattern paper, stickers, and a few stamps. And I'm just really enjoying it. So I did, this was another page that was a process video. The other pages in here I did during a live stream with my patrons. We do a live stream each month. That's always a monthly favorite. Such a highlight, chatting with those ladies while I am making things. And this month just happened to be a flat traveler's notebook theme. So this is a fun little notebook. I've only got a few pages left in here to finish. And look how thin this is. Super thin, not a chunk in sight. I do love a chunky notebook, but the flat ones, I must say I'm enjoying that as well. So that's it. Those are some of the things that I was loving in January. January for me felt like it just went on forever. It was a really long month, but there were some really good things in there too. So I'm sure that February will fly by. I've got favorites already, so I must remember to write them down so I'm not scrambling to think at the end of the month. If there's things that you think that I should be checking out, please leave a comment down below. Not necessarily new products, but if you've got any inspiration or projects you think I should have a look at, please do leave a comment. I love finding new things. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you again very shortly. Bye!